Revan's still on the ship, too.
Yeah, that is something I meant. I did want Pantaleon to go and check on him and actually ask him something.
Yeah, because he's currently trying to formulate a new backup plan.
Yeah.
And also, you kind of released, evil incarnate into the galaxy.
This version of, Devil, I guess.
Yeah, they released Abeloth.
Oh.
Do you know about Abeloth and Legends material?
No, I don't know anything about
Okay, so you remember Father...
We did a bad.
Yeah, they did a bad. So you know Father, Son, and Daughter. Abeloth was Mother.
Oh.
Kind of. She was originally born immortal, unlike them. But then she took those things we were talking about earlier, the font of knowledge, I think? Font of knowledge? No. Font of power and the pool, and swam in the pool of knowledge. And technically you're not supposed to do those things together. Because then they make you a little crazy. Because she got the immortality, but then she became crazy.
That wasn't a lie. Just not all the truth was there.
Yeah. Oh, and so anyways, they went to the planet where that stuff is at, because Revan was like, I'm going to figure out the source of immortality. And he kind of left out looking up that part of it. When he looked up his sources, he didn't double check his sources, I guess. And so when they went to the planet, they found this woman that was like, help, I've been stranded by my ex and all that on this planet. And so
explain this.
They were like, okay, well, we'll help you, because she mentioned that she knew where the font and pool were. So she led them to the actual pool, and Revan went in it, and he actually gained. I made it to where it's like a stat thing, so he gained a stat thing. And I think Pants also went into it, right? I think Pants did also go into it. Aeson obviously didn't, because he figured it wouldn't work on an android. He figured, I'm an android, it won't work on me.
Right.
And then she led them to the font, and they drank from it, and they didn't feel anything on this one, unlike the last one. But they figured it might take a bit to go into effect. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So then she leads them. So then they're like, okay, well, you did your part, so we'll take you off on the ship. And they take her on the ship, and as they're taking off, once they hit the atmosphere, that's when she's like, oh yeah, by the way, thanks for freeing me, bitches. She reveals her true form and she messes up their ship and then says, and for freeing me, you're going to be the last to die. And disappears.
Yeah. I should have stabbed her when I had the chance. Admittedly, it would probably do absolutely nothing.
She's immortal.
That doesn't mean you
immortal.
can't
Okay, this is the argument I had with my dad. Immortal does not equal invincible.
I know.
Mortality.
And my dad got really confused about that and was like, please stop trying to explain it. But there is a difference.
Very, very minuscule one.
Yeah, it is. Because immortals can still die, just not naturally, is how I tried to explain it. So anyways, I was trying to ask you, but you couldn't hear me probably. Did Pants also get into the pool with Revan? I think you did.
Pants also got into the pool with Revan.
Yeah, which means you got that benefit that he did.
That's why my cunning isn't at a 3, it's a 4 now.
Yeah, because I figured knowledge cunning made sense, since they went into the pool of knowledge.
Yeah, that would be an intellect thing. Knowledge is...
We discussed it for a bit, and we came... Because it was like...
I guess it could have been just any mental stat.
Yeah, I think that is what we came down to. It was like, door cunning, I said. And you were like, oh, I'll just put it in cunning.
It's just like, what am I good at? Being cunning and not much of.
So, and then...
Not much.
I
don't know what a presence of 3 is going to do.
You're good at grand
I was about to
way
say
through a computer.
I was about to say, your presence is pretty good to me, because you keep intimidating the fuck out of everybody.
He's not trying to, it's just these quick responses. How do you get the name Silent Death? He jumped really fast and someone died.
So anyways, yeah, they freed her. And then immediately after, they were like, well, we're stuck here. And then at that point, Sun appeared in front of them and was like, you guys just freed my mother, you idiots. And basically chewed them out about it. And was like, you're going to go fix the problem.
Oh, I should have just said, "You're not my mom," to Chikara and hung up. She's dead, like everyone else's parents.
But yeah, so they got a side quest to where they have to deal with her now. Maybe. Or you could ignore the problem altogether and, hope it fixes itself.
It's not going to become a problem until I'm dead.
You just kind of hope it fixes itself. I mean, that's how every generation before you dealt with their problems, right? That's why you have all these problems now.
Yeah.
They swept it under the rug.
Alright, so you're going to see Revan.
Yes. Going to see
So he's meditating. Enter.
Alright. Look.
Hello, Silent Death.
Jeez.
What's creepier is that he doesn't open his eyes, which means he's not seeing you sign.
Something's bothering me.
It's on your mind.
What? Aeson, I get. Anybody else, I get. Why offer immortality to some Twi'lek?
You have your use. And he's continuing to meditate as he's answering these things.
That's his sweet talk for you're gonna be forever a slave. Congratulations.
Well, as long as it pays.
Slave.
It's even worse when your master is also immortal.
So, alright, well that somewhat answers that.
To answer it better, you are a very good weapons expert from what I've seen. And after all, you are one of the two people who brought me back from, in a way, nothing. Well, yes and no, because he was in the world between worlds.
Well, which is nothing and everything.
Yeah, because it's basically, you're in nothing, but you can also go anywhere if you can figure it out.
So, here's the deal.
Well, anywhere that's important, rather. Anyways, go ahead.
So here's, as I am sure you're aware, I believe you did feel that mystic power. Not the thing that you do. Assume you can. Yeah.
Are you, as in real life, having a problem, or is your character having a problem?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. How
simultaneously.
Do you understand what the fuck the Force is?
That's not how the Force works.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I was making the joke as Force Awakens. Anyways, are you talking about out of game? Are you talking about what JP's character did?
Yeah. I'm assuming you felt that?
Yes, it's kind of hard to miss such raw, uncontrolled energy.
Yeah. So, in exchange...
I love your face. Please say what's on your mind.
Has this raw, uncontrolled energy of whom you speak?
He was making... he's talking about JP's character. Because JP's character did that thing with the Force. I'm going to move it to the table.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so he says, I felt that raw, uncontrolled energy.
Well, in exchange for being useful, I suppose, did you have my back against that shit? Because I don't know. I also fear for her personal safety. Our master seems like kind of a dick.
Her personal safety. You're a Sith. You should be throwing her ass under a bus, not helping her away from it.
Well, technically, he's not a Sith.
If you
he's just part of the Sith Empire.
So
there's a difference.
Yeah.
So vague.
There is something that I do not know if I have told you the translation to the character name. I looked that shit up.
Oh.
Pantaleimon Isocrates translates to all compassionate equal power.
Oh. So you're communism.
Kind of. And he's like, I'm afraid of that shit. And also her master's kind of a dick. So in case something like that happens again, can I be assured of your support.
At this point, he's opening his eyes and starting to get out of his trance, and he's like, and he stands up and he walks over to you and he says, "Don't worry, I have everything under control."
Fuck it, good enough.
And so he walks over, he walks to the bridge so he can talk to Aeson and convince Aeson that it's and do what was ordered. Because he also felt that. He knows what
He's
went
like,
on.
oh, that, okay.
Like, Revan knew what went on, so he's gonna...
One soldier who may or may not have the biggest...
To be fair, though, I mean, you guys could always come back to this planet if you really wanted to explore and look for where the fawn is.
Yeah.
You already have half of the solution, and honestly, you guys could always grab that half and then start selling it and then come back later. You know what, in fact, that's what I'm going to have Aeson decide is
the original plan was to just fill up a bathtub with stuff and sell it anyway.
Well, I think you guys were also going to try to stay and find the other half, too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but now you're not going to do that part.
Hey everyone, thank you for checking out the video. If you enjoyed what you just saw, be sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't want to miss any of our content, be sure to hit the bell icon where you will be notified anytime we upload a video. Also, if you wish to watch RPG Workshop live, you can follow Studio Bastion on Twitch. There you can also enjoy his gameplay live streams and other podcasts that are in production. Also, if you like what we're doing here at Escape Reality Films, be sure to check out our Patreon and support us, and get some cool rewards in return.